G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and this video is the announcement for the theme of the February 2018 Challenge of the Month. This month's Challenge of the Month is entitled PIMP My Classic. It probably bears some explaining, so let's define this a little further. For this month's Challenge of the Month, participants will be required to recreate a classical painting from over 150 years ago. Renaissance era is probably the first thing that comes to mind, but you could also go Greek or Roman and pimp it out in a depiction of modern times. Recreated, either illustrated or painted, traditional or digital is up to you, that's fine. And it must be entirely visually reinterpreted in modern days from at least the 80s up till now. And it can't be earlier than the 80s, but it must be flooded with whatever you can think of that pimps it out. Just fill it with as much like pop culture and intensely cool stuff of that era that you can. So if it's of the 80s and you're recreating the creation of Adam from the Sistine Chapel, just redepict Adam and God as 80s kids with everything that makes 80s kids cool. Imagine you're reinterpreting an intense Caravaggio artwork, but instead there's fidget spinners and cool stuff. Sorry, I also just realized that given how religious most of these classical paintings are, there may be some slightly irreverent interpretations, but let's just see what happens. So that's basically the theme. Pick an old piece, make it new, and make it rad. But there is an added rule that I'll go through all the rules in a moment. But when you add your link to your work in progress image, which I'll go through in a moment, I also want you to add a link to the original classical painting. So people who check out your work when you submit it can also see the piece it was based on. And I can see the piece it was based on as well. So just note that down for things to add to your author's description when you submit your image. So speaking of rules, let's jump into the rest of the rules, starting off with the submission of your piece, which should be submitted to the newgrounds.com art portal and tagged with the word PIMP My Classic, all one word, to enter the open category. And if you want to enter the beginner category, which is reserved for people who are young or new to art, you can enter with the tag B-Pimp My Classic. That's B-Pimp My Classic. So if you want to be considered for the beginner prize pool and judged among the beginners, that is the tag to use. But again, I would recommend most people enter the open category unless they are very young or very new to creating art. You cannot enter both categories, so please only submit one piece with one of those tags. You can't enter one into each category. That will automatically disqualify you. And of course, you shouldn't tag a work in progress piece when you submit that as well. Speaking of which, and as alluded to before, when you submit your piece, your entry must contain a link in the author's description which leads to a work in progress image of your piece, somewhere halfway through its creation, or some way of proving that the entry you're submitting is your own, just so I can validate that you're not taking anyone else's artwork and putting it on your profile. There is a maximum of one entry per person with this Challenge of the Month theme, and while I do say usually that there is to be no nudity or gratuitous violence, that would also just mean that though there are classical pieces you can use as a reference that have some nudity or some violence, just try and keep it reinterpreted in a way that's still somewhat, you know, not over the top. If you're recreating a piece with a tasteful nude, don't make it untasteful unless you're covering them up. The submission deadline is Wednesday, the 21st of February 2018, and all of the entries will be judged on the following parameters: the quality or the technical execution of the entry, the originality of the, let's say, reinterpretation and or pimping of your piece, and the ambition of the piece, or the scope, the oomph that you put into it. Now we arrive to the prizes of the Challenge of the Month, and as usual there is a beginner and an open category, both of which will have a runner-up and a first prize winner. The runner-up of the beginner category will receive an item of their choosing from the JazzaStudios.com shop, which is a place where I sell my own digital products available for you to check out for your entertainment and education. Things like my arty games app, my coloring book, my custom Photoshop brushes, a whole bunch of ebook references and learning resources, photo references, reference packs, and more. So go check it out. The winner of the beginner category will receive a signed copy of my own book, Draw with Jazza Creating Characters, which is a go-to guide for character design and the design process as applied to character design. I highly recommend it if you're interested in creating your own characters for comic books and cartoons. They'll also receive a Stillman and Birn 5.5 by 8.5 Epsilon series sketchbook and an item of their choosing from the JazzaStudios.com shop. And on top of all of that, they will be receiving 6 months of free premium Skillshare membership. Skillshare is an amazing website with over 18,000 classes in illustration and drawing, graphic design, building your own business or public speaking, web design, editing, cinematography, entrepreneurship, the list goes on. If you're looking to refine or find new skills, Skillshare is an amazing place to go do that. So I highly recommend checking it out, and Skillshare are giving the first 500 people to claim it using the link in the card and in the description 2 months of unlimited Skillshare premium access for less than $1 for 99 cents. It's a limited time offer, so check it out while you can. I'll put a link in the description to my own little Skillshare course if you want to check that out too. And I have one coming out later this month as well. So yeah, Skillshare all the way. Woo! Now, if you thought that that was an amazing set of prizes for the beginner category winner, you'd be right. And if you thought it was over, you'd be wrong, because they will also receive a Huion H950p tablet. H. I get told off for saying H. Does anyone else say H? Is it H? H950p. Feels stupid. I'm just going to say H. This is a brand new drawing tablet from Huion, and it features a battery-free stylus, edge-to-edge working area, and a smooth paper-like surface texture. The device has over 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, and it's thin and light. Based on all that, I'm sure you can imagine it's a fantastic device to use, and yes, it is, but it's also a fantastic device to get started on because it's extremely affordable, even more so with the 5% off coupon code they're giving this community. Using the coupon code 950 Jazza, you can get 5% off of the device, which retails at $79.99 USD. This is a coupon only valid for a limited time, so check it out while you can, but I can highly recommend this device if you're looking to get into digital art and animation. Now we move on to the open category prizes, starting off with the pool of finalists, which I gather from all of the entries and choose the runner-up and winner from. And although the finalists won't receive the first or second prize, they will receive a little prize of their own and be considered for the community prize. Now, all of the open category finalists will receive a free copy of my custom Photoshop brushes available on the JazzaStudios.com shop. These are my handcrafted Photoshop brushes that I use for everything from my book cover to my sketches to my videos to my digital paintings. I spent weeks building these for myself and decided to share them with you, so you can go check them out if you're interested in that. From that pool of finalists, of course, I will choose a runner-up and a winner, and the runner-up will receive 6 months of free premium Skillshare membership, granting access to the many thousands of courses. They'll also receive a copy of 21 Draw, the Illustrator's Guidebook, hardcover special edition signed by me, as well as a Stillman and Birn 9x12 Epsilon series sketchbook and an item of their choosing from the JazzaStudios.com shop. The runner-up of the open category will also be part of the finalists in being considered for the community prize, which we'll get to in a moment. But before we go over how that works, let's go through what the first prize winner gets. Starting off with 1 year's full premium membership on Skillshare.com, granting access to the many thousands of courses, and of course, aside from getting an item of their choosing from the JazzaStudios.com shop, they will be receiving a Huion GT 156 V2. This is Huion's brand new sleek and portable digital display drawing tablet with 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, a 3-in-1 cable to help get rid of mess and bring you a concise desktop. The device has an ultra slim body, only 15mm in thickness and 1.5 kilos heavy. That of course makes this device super easy to carry around with you on the go. Keep it in a laptop bag, crack it out with a laptop and create art on the go. This tablet has upgraded touch bar function and 14 user-defined express keys for your own custom shortcuts to help you save time. And where the device only usually costs $5.99 USD, it's even more affordable with the limited time coupon that Huion are providing, so you can get 5% off using the coupon code 156Jazza. Once again, that's 156Jazza, only available for a limited time for a further 5% off. Go check it out, the link is in the card and in the description. It's fantastic and professional, and with that coupon code, even more affordable. Now, all that being said, we have now arrived to how the community prize works. as I've sort of mentioned, all of the finalists and the runner-up to the open category all get to be voted on by you. So I'll put them all together in a little bit of a gallery, send you guys off to cast your vote, and whoever wins will be the proud recipient of a Huion Inspiroy G10T. This is a new drawing tablet from Huion, which is ultra light with a nice metal housing design, 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, and wireless USB mode available with the included USB receiver. There are 6 customized press keys, touch support, and the device, which is usually $139.99 USD, has a special discount available for this community, 5% off using the coupon code. Each of these coupons for 5% off of these devices is only for a limited time, so if you're hunting for a brand new digital tablet which has fantastic levels of pressure sensitivity and different levels of professionalism based on what your needs are, I can highly recommend them, and they're more affordable than ever for a limited time. So go check them out with a link in the card and in the description. The first prize winners of both the open and the beginner categories will receive full supporter status on newgrounds.com for 1 year, enabling ad-free enjoyment of the website, username changes, secret content, exclusive previews, and more. As usual, I want to take a moment to thank the sponsors of the Challenge of the Month and recommend them to you. It's awesome that they get involved in our community like this and provide such awesome products and services to you guys as prizes. It's huge support to the channel that these guys are involved with us on a regular basis, and it's just really awesome stuff that I'm recommending to you, so go check them out. All of them are in the description. That does bring us to the end of the announcement of this Challenge of the Month's theme, which can be interpreted and depicted in a whole variety of interesting ways, and I'm really interested to see how you guys go pimping out some artwork from a long time ago, recreated for recent culture coolness. Words are not with my head today. With my head. Words are not with my head today. Yeah, no, I think it'll be really cool to see how people interpret this theme. There's a lot of ways it could go and a lot of fun to be had. So go get cracking and be creative. And of course, as usual, you can check out each other's work in progress and share ideas and support using the newgrounds.com forum thread, which I'll link to in the description. And if you want to share your work on social media and discover each other's art, you can also look up the hashtag #PimpMyClassic or share your work there on Twitter or Instagram so other people can check out what you made. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best of luck and can't wait to see what weird and wonderful things you come up with. And until next time, I'll see you later. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. And while you're at it, check out my shop where I sell ebooks, brushes, photo references, video courses, and more. There's another video you might enjoy from my channel over there, and you can also check out my behind the scenes daily vlog channel, Daily Jazza. That's it for now, and until next time, I'll see you later.